Hey there guys, Brandon here today taking a look at the Schleich 2021 Mosasaurus. Now I remember back when this figure was announced on DinoToyForum, everyone out there immediately threw in the towel and said this was going to be Schleich's worst figure for the year. Not quite in my opinion, because I've seen Schleich's Brontosaurus, and I haven't seen Schleich's Pachycephalosaurus, but I don't think this figure's that bad. Personally, it's not great by any means. It's Schleich. It's not going to be great, but it's not awful. Now taking a look at this guy, you'll notice he's in kind of an awkward pose. He's supposed to be in a swimming pose, I imagine. This guy actually did come with a little base in his packaging, which I foolishly threw out, which I've later learned the reason he comes with that is, as you can see, he really doesn't like to balance one way or the other. He tends to flop around a lot like this. He's supposed to, when he was packaged, he was kind of in a pose like this, but now because of the fact that I've lost the base, that I've thrown the base away for him, okay, you gotta fiddle with him a little bit, but you can get him back into that pose. He's definitely not the best. Schleich has always struggled a bit when it came to marine reptiles. The only other one of recent years that I can think of is their Plesiosaurus, and I've seen pictures of that figure, and it looks awful, just personally. Who knows, maybe I'll pick it up and take a look at it and see if it's the next worst Schleich figure. But this guy's a little bit better, in my opinion, compared to that guy, though still not great. It's very obvious they only made a Mosasaurus because, you know, Jurassic World made Mosasaurus famous. Scalation on this guy, there's a lot of individually sculpted scales here. I actually don't know how accurate that is to a real mosasaur, if they would have had visible scales like that. They are lizards, but I'm not entirely sure if they would have had visible scales like that. And I'm not entirely sure what's up with these osteoderms on the back. I don't know what those are there for. I don't think any mosasaurs had those. I could be wrong, though. It does have a tail fluke, though, a very nice big tail fluke, so I'll give them that much. And like most Schleich figures nowadays, it does have a single point of articulation, which is its mouth can open, but this joint feels extremely loose. Like, I should not be able to wobble it back and forth like that. Coloration on this guy is not entirely accurate due to the whole... I think there was a melanosome study done on mosasaurs recently that showed they would have been like dark black with like a whiter belly, but the blue and white actually doesn't look too bad, as do the yellow eyes. Doesn't look bad. It's kind of nice looking. But overall, this is still an okay figure at best. I don't think it's the worst of Schleich's 2021 offerings, but by no means is it the best. Of the three I've reviewed, I still think the Ceratosaurus is the best one. But if you're interested in this figure, one thing I will give him is the size. He's a lot bigger than I actually was expecting him to be. I was expecting him to be one of the smaller figures this year, but no, he's actually pretty damn big. But either way, if you're not interested in this figure, then don't bother picking it up. But if you're interested, go ahead. This guy is a little bit pricey, around like 23 bucks, I believe. But if you're interested, go ahead and grab him.